it's like there's certain people I know I can send something to, and they're going to know that the first thing they need to do is be like, oh, this is what I love about it. Here's what I feel confused by. And then there's some people you send something to and they go straight at like, well, why this and why that? And you're like, oh, it's literally just even having the language of how to deliver a note, or how to deliver bad news, or how to question something, and I try really hard to be as good about that as possible, because I do work with so many writers, to always lead with the positive, and also lead with, I could be wrong. Like, all I can offer is an instinct. Like, this dialogue bumps me. I could be wrong about it, but like, it might be worth looking at again. Things like that, where a lot of it is finding common language that is encouraging instead of destructive.
Yes, I love that. I think, and the encouraging rather than destructive is such a vital when you're talking about successful interpersonal collaborative relationships and career relationships. I think that for me, that's it. Like, if somebody is, I can take criticism, obviously you have to, but
right.
It's not what you say, it's how you say it. And I think like that's a major thing that I've learned over the past several years is, why have so many people that I've worked for or I've worked with made me feel a certain way versus another person? And it's 9 times out of 10, it's the language. It's the
and it's also what triggers us, right? Like, no one makes you feel anything. You feel what you feel because of your life experiences leading up to that moment. And so, that doesn't mean you can't be triggered, So it's like, there's just going to be certain people in this life that they're going to trigger you, and maybe they're just like not your people, And then there's going to be certain people who like feel you and sort of feel your heart and your spirit, and they see what you're aiming for, and they're like, ooh, that's an almost, and like, here's how we can get it there, and that feels productive, So, I mean, it's the like a constant adventure of life, is like kind of seeking out that community that really feels constructive and in a place where you can grow in a healthy way. I'm realizing it's 10 minutes to the end until this cuts us off, and so I feel like I should take you to the kitchen because we promised to talk about baking.
I was going to say, speaking of being productive,
right.
I want to, that it's been, obviously over a month since I've been in your house.
How much do you miss my cheesecake?
Every single day I think about cheesecake. Every single day. I'm like, oh, I wish I could have cheesecake.
That is so funny.
Like the peanut butter kind. So I'm dying to know, what have you been baking? I saw last night you made a new pizza.
Well, it was Sunday, and that has become Pizza Sunday over here. I've been informed I have to make this every day for the rest of our lives. But sorry, I was having trouble getting the little thing balanced. No, but I actually really enjoy it. It's fun. And also it just seems to bring people so much joy, So there's nothing better than like feeling like the thing you cooked makes people happy. We have realized that there is like this consistency of like everything is pie shaped that I've been baking. The cheesecake looks like a pie shape, and pizza is a pie shape, so it's becoming J-Bo's pies over here. But yeah, no, I mean, it's been fun. It started because we were getting masa as our like cheat meal. It's like there's a pizza place in Echo Park out here that's called Masa, and it's so delicious, and I highly recommend it. But it's like an hour drive, or whatever, 40 minutes there or 40 minutes back. And then like one day I was like, I bet I could figure this out. I'd been seeing like dough recipes, and so then I watched this like Instagram video, like random Instagram video of someone making dough, and I was like, let's try it. So then I did, and then it became like, how do we make the pizza? And so yeah, it just sort of evolved from there. But we also, so Jerry loves research, is obsessed. I mean, loves research, and so he'd research these pans. And we ended up getting these scan pans, which I know everyone's probably seen on Instagram, but I'm going to pull them out anyway. I'm here. I'm sorry. I just can't. I need my hands to get this.
Bring out the scan pan.
So I don't understand how they're so non-stick. I really don't. I don't work for this company. They're not paying me anything. I you barely have to rinse it to wash it. And like I make these pizzas and they just like slide right out. You can put them in the oven, you can put them on the stove. Like I don't know.
And Jerry's been so funny because he'll send me like he like monitors when ScanPan is having a sale and he'll be like, Ellie,
get them. I know. Yeah. It's like so anyway, that's been a game changer with the amount of cooking because we have literally cooked I think every single meal except for like maybe 5 meals since the quarantine started. So we've been cooking a lot. And it's just a game changer. So that's been great. And then the cheesecakes, I mean, so the thing is like both with the cheesecake and the dough, like every dough baby has its own personality. So it's like every pizza has a little, even though it's all the same ingredients, I don't know if it's like the temperature, the humidity, I don't know. I don't understand why, but they're always different. And the same thing with the cheesecake. Like I can make exactly like measure everything to the gram and like do it exactly the same way, and the texture is never exactly the same. And I kind of had to learn what it needed to look like in the mixer. You know, like I needed to learn the consistency so that I could figure out like, oh, okay, this is going to need a little more egg whites, or this one's going to need a little bit of like almond flour to even it out or whatever. You know, it's like I can't even offer people like real recipes because they seem to have a mind of their own kind of. It's weird.
Well, you're substituting traditional flours with
that's true.
Like more, sort of healthier alternatives.
Yeah.
And I think that's why they're different every time. But like watching you do it the first several weeks that you were sort of tinkering and figuring it out, you look like a scientist in a lab at your kitchen island. Like there's like all these different things. We walk in and we'd be out at the pool lounging and we'd hear like clink, clank, clank, and then we'd smell the most amazing things. We're like just baking. And so when we walk in, I used to like apron on. I mean, something to see. Apron on, flour all over it, just like hair's kind of woo. You got like a frizzy, and you're standing there like so focused. And you're like, I think I've got it.
I had a lot of failures along the way. I mean, but like you learn from every failure, right? Like that's how you adjust. But it's true. Like I think also because I couldn't leave the house. And I was like, I'm just so used to having these high pressure situations where like I problem solve and I work it out and I get it, like we have to make the day or we have to do the thing, and it's like, and all of a sudden I had nothing like that in my life. And I was like, I have to bake the thing. I had to like get in my zone, It's like Jerry knows now. I'm like, I don't want anyone around when I'm like doing the sauce on the pizza. Like once the dough, once that first rise happens, it's like I am laser focused, and the couple times I've tried to like talk while I was doing it, like I forgot things and I was like, damn it, it's not as good. So yeah, I get in a real zone. And I'm sure I live like a crazy person. I've also realized like the fastest way to clean up a baking mess is to vacuum it. Which also looks really crazy. I'm literally in here like vacuuming flour off the table. I vacuum myself. I vacuum my little. It's the fastest way to clean. I need to get one of those those little dust busters. I need a dust buster.
I have one.
Oh,
I have one.
Jealous.
And I've been using it. Yes, you should definitely get one because they're amazing. And I'm doing like the windowsills and the couches and all of it. So they definitely work on your apron. I just saw Julie comment that.
Oh, is she here?
Julie's here, but I just saw Julie comment that Ellie was like, "Are they talking about Jen's favorite pizza?"
I brought them some leftovers. Like we need to do a pizza day with them. We haven't gotten to do that yet, just because we've been so careful to like stay outside and wear our masks and stuff. But I brought them like leftover pizza once, and I was like, I mean, it's just leftover, and they went crazy, and I was like, wow, even the leftovers are going over well.
And you've been sending your cheesecakes in like nice boxes as gifts to friends. I mean, it's like so nice.
Well, thanks. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if anyone's liked them.
Are you kidding? They're amazing. My favorite remains the peanut butter. See, Julie says so good. My favorite remains the peanut butter.
I think the peanut butter's winning. We did one after you left. left that was a vanilla filling, but with Reese's peanut butter chips above the
No.
crust. So that was like also a close second, I think, to the peanut butter, like the full peanut butter cheesecake situation.
Dang it. I wish
Well,
I would
one of these days. Yeah, I know. One of these days.
We'll get there next time.
Yeah.
But, oh man. Well, we miss you guys so much.
I know. This hour flew by. We can talk all day long as we learn while you guys were here.
Yeah. It was great. It was really special to have that time together, and then to be near Julie and Zach and the kids too.
Yeah. No, it was really great. It was.
I'm
really
working
great.
I'm working on a little something with Julie.
Ooh.
Yeah, she's helping me become more comfortable with my singing. And
That's
so
really cool.
Working on a little duet at the moment virtually.
She's exceptional. I mean, there's nothing she can't do, and everything she does is amazing. It's just, like, it's incredible. And she's just so healing in terms of what you're talking about and getting that comfort and all of that. So,
speaking of healing, I want to jump back to, because I don't think we mentioned the link. If people
oh right, oh yeah, before we cut us off. So basically, yes. I'm gonna post about Lab to Beauty, and then there's a link in my bio. There'll be a link in the thing so where you can go to see the products, and then if there's the code is just Jennifer, but I'll post it too, and you'll get a 10% discount. So yeah, so I was just excited because they're much better price points than most like high-end products like this, and they work better than most high-end products, and I can get you a discount, which makes me happy.
Yes. This is great.
So yeah, so thank you for reminding me. I didn't think to say that, but that'll all be, posted, and you guys can do that
as well as this interview. So those who want to see it, which we have 9 seconds left,